And just like that, we are back with Seattle Style Series. My name is Hannah Swan. I am a Seattle fashion stylist based here, and this is my co-host, Christy Kyoko.
Hello, everyone. I'm so excited for this. We got lots of great things ahead.
And with us today is a very well-known designer based here in Seattle as well.
Jamen of Saziru. Thank you so much for being here. We've been talking about this for so long. Finally here, getting to meet you, heard a lot about you. And so what we really just want to know is, who are you? What is Saziru? Tell us all about it.
Jamen Lanogwa is a designer at heart. That's how I sum it up. I know I was a designer since about 10th grade.
Wow.
Yeah. I didn't hop into it until later in life, but I always had that calling when I was younger. And Saziru is the brand that I created. I created in 2009. Kind of fell in the back burners there for a little while, but then in 2017 is when I put life back into it and I started doing it the way that I really wanted to do it. And then here we are today.
That's awesome.
When you say you put it on the back burner for a while, and then you said what was that process? What did you start and what did you put on the back burner?
So initially, Saziru was a denim company that I started with 3 other individuals. We immediately had creative differences, pretty much from the jump, whether or not it be the name, design, direction, everything. So we all kind of disbanded. Life happened. Name, logo, everything was created, but it just fell by the wayside. Started doing life. Had a career, relationships, and everything like that. And eventually I got to a point to where I realized that no matter what I was doing in life, I would always make sure I looked good doing it. So I finally figured out why don't I just make a career in fashion? And 2017 was the year I decided to do that. So doing everything on my own by myself. Nothing against those guys, but I don't have 3 others trying to influence and pull the brand in a way that I may not want it to go. Plus, Saziru is my last name, and I have my last name on it, so that makes it feel what the heck, yo. Yeah.
Wait, 2017 is when you jumped back into it. We met 2019. So for those who don't know, Jamen and I met actually in an Amazon building because we both were hired on as stylists for the Personal Shopper by Prime Wardrobe program right when it was kicking off. And I walked into the kitchen, I think, and I saw him. This man's got a huge hat.
I love my hats.
I think you were all blacked out, boots, and the jacket.
Oh,
I think
the jacket.
Yes, and I think I touched you. I was like, "This is an incredible look." I looked you up and down. I was like, "Wow!" And you were like, "Thanks, I made it." And I was like, "Wait, I'm sorry, what?"
Yeah, it was a huge flex to be able to say.
It was like,
"Where'd you get that?" I made it.
It's a huge flex.
So, not to mention,
you'd only been at it for 2 years prior.
Right, 2 years, maybe 1.5, because 2017 is also when I moved to Seattle. When I decided, hey, I'm moving out of Texas. I'm going to the West Coast somewhere, and I'm gonna do my art thing. Typical youngest of the family, baby boy type thing. I'm moving to the West Coast to be an artist. So I did that. I hadn't even owned a sewing machine at the time. And now I hand make everything for the brand. I feel like I kind of understood construction of fabric because, like I said, I've been a designer since I was maybe in 10th grade. It's 16. I did my first hand sewing shirt. I hand sewed my first shirt, and I just kind of altered things throughout my life, or made additions, subtractions to something I would purchase. I would just even walk through stores and just look at shirts and garments and just to see how they were constructed. So I just trusted in myself because I felt like I understood apparel construction. So when I got my first sewing machine, I feel like things kind of came naturally.
How did it come to you naturally?
So when I first moved out here, I did attend the Art Institute before it closed down. I'm just gonna say this, I feel like it was a big waste of time.
I've heard that.
And money. So I kind of quickly withdrew and I said, I'm gonna take these hours that I would be in class, I'm gonna use those hours to study and figure out how to sew. And if I feel like maybe I need to go back to school after, I said 6 months at the time, then I was gonna go back to school. So needless to say, I never went back to school. I just literally went to YouTube University and got a bachelor's real quick. Yeah.
Why did you choose Seattle?
I do get that a lot. But so I came to Seattle because I've always liked the West Coast, whether it not be Washington, Oregon, or California. And everyone always asks why Seattle because I moved here for fashion. It's not known to be a fashion mecca. So I did visit other cities. I did visit LA. I did consider LA a lot, but to be 100% honest, I didn't want to jump into the deep end. So I felt like Seattle would be a good place for me to get my base. I just didn't want to overextend myself in any kind of way. I didn't want to be like that starving artist that moved to LA and like can't pay for rent or anything like that. Like I'm a small town Texas boy. I don't want to drown. Just to be honest, right? Like so, I'm taking my steps. I'm 100% glad I moved down here. It was the best decision of my life, and everything's been going really well. I feel like I have a big opportunity to even change fashion culture and mindset of individuals out here. So that's a good thing too, because since it is kind of lacking, it's a huge opportunity, a huge void to fill.
How are you going to cater to the customers here?
I do have a intention of covering all aspects of life, whether or not it's loungewear, you're at home, laying around on the couch, to going out on a date, interview, late night with the girls, with the boys, or you're going to a formal event. So I'm starting out with those three different categories. My plan is to always put some type of luxury fabric in each mode of dress. So if you're wearing a tracksuit, there's nothing wrong with having a luxury tracksuit, you know, because if they're casual here, then I have something for you. If I go to Miami and everyone's dressed to the nine, then I have something for you, you know. And whether or not you're going to a gala or something, I still have something for you as well. So it's about touching different areas of life and then putting a little piece of luxury in each category. When I give a client, a model, whoever the case may be, the garment, and I kind of just sit there and look directly in their face while they're looking at it. And when they try it on, and you just see that joy, like, oh my God, like this is beautiful. And then I also translate into the individual feeling confident and strong and powerful. So like every thread I sew, I want the person to feel like they are a king or a queen or whatever the case may be in it. Like I wanted to, like, even if you only have one piece of Saziru in your closet, I want you to feel like superior when you have it on. Like I want you to walk with your shoulders back, chest out, like, and know that you're on top of the world.
I mean, when I put on that tracksuit,
you didn't want to give it back.
I posted that photo, and like it was like everyone's favorite outfit. Everyone was like, "Where is this from?"
What do you think the fashion scene here is?
I feel like the main thing people are missing is an iron.
Iron?
Like, just buy an iron. That would solve a lot of problems. 100%. A steamer, something. But no, seriously.
He's like, no, we gotta iron out the clothes. I'm wrinkly today. Yeah.
No, but seriously, iron. But I feel like one thing that people are really swinging and missing on is the type of materials I feel like the type of materials that you purchase in the garment can make your look 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Because I'm not all about trying to change everyone to be this label whore or just super high luxury, high fashion all the time. Because like I said, I like to cover different categories. But that's why I focus a lot on the type of materials I use. Because you want things have good quality and have a longevity of the garment so it lasts long. You have to pay a little bit more for that material. But that's all. Quality is all I want to put behind Saziru though. So, but yeah, like I was saying, material selection is like the key thing.
In any specific garments, because I think we would probably have a lot of Seattleites that would go out and be like, well, my North Face jacket costs $500 and it's made of pure wool or Canada Goose, like feathers. Like,
you said, was the question, do I have any specific examples?
Yeah, any garments like that you think Seattle could step away from or replace? Maybe the hiking boots to work.
It could definitely be the boots. It can also be the clogs.
Ooh, yeah. I will get behind that one. Yep.
I do like the docks though. Everyone likes boots out here. I do like the docks, but I don't think Seattle's gonna get away from like the flannels and I'm fine with colors, but like the flannels and the plaid.
Are you not okay with olive?
But I don't know. I feel I look good in olive though, but I feel like they even inspire me to try to make that, like do something with that plaid. You know, because you're inspired by your surroundings, and I just feel like I can put some type of luxury into it. But,
Absolutely.
But like I said, I'm not really big on changing people's mode of dress. I'm just here to elevate it. Like if you, yeah.
So what makes your brand different from everybody else's? Because there's a lot of luxury brands out there. What defines you?
So I'm not trying to reinvent the t-shirt. I just want my t-shirt to be more desirable than the other t-shirts on the rack. So
how do you do that?
I do that by, like I was saying earlier, textile selection. I like to use different types of materials that you may not traditionally see together. I love like leather and lace. I don't really see that much going on, but I do have some items coming up in an upcoming collection. So don't look out. But I just want to be known for making everyday life luxurious. I do have aspirations of being internationally known, but from here we'll just see how that will come to pass. But my tagline for the brand is "Be Royal," because I mean, none of us are actual kings or queens, but as long as you feel like one, when you get ready, when you step out, and I feel like no matter where you go, you should look good, even if you're going to bed.
Okay. Where are you from?
So I was born in Waco, Texas, by my father, who's from Kenya, and my mom is from Texas. So, but I do strongly rep my Kenyan side. I have been back to meet my family there. And I even have an African American collection I have coming up. Yeah, it's gonna be more so maybe American style cuts with kind of an African feel as far as prints go. But I've been creating my own new prints because I feel like the African scene should have a revival of the type of prints, but still be African. I kind of want to modernize that, so I've been in the process of creating my own prints and creating my own materials for that.
My family is also from Kenya, so I think that's super.
Hey sis.
You see the bracelet?
I saw.
I've learned this for 3 years. Never taken it you just came back from there recently, right?
In 2017 was when I went. So awesome. 2017 was like a big year. I went home to Kenya. I restarted the brand. I moved halfway across the country.
Wow.
To change changed my life, and yeah, that was a big year for me.
So I know you kind of touched on this earlier, but like, what are you bringing to 2022? What can we expect from you this year, going into next year? Do you want to touch on that at all?
Yeah. So I do have a show every year in October. It's called True Colors. This one, this past year, did not happen. Long story short, keep it simple. I was not happy with the product that was going to be displayed. Ultimately, I have processed everything.
Yeah.
I've regrouped. The show will continue this October.
Amazing.
It will continue this October.
And you'll be happy with it.
I'll be 100% happy with it. I've made several changes and have things really flowing really well this year. So I'm definitely looking forward to True Colors 2022. And the theme of it is called Phoenix.
Okay. Rising from the ashes.
Hey, you already know. That's one of my favorite names in mythological creatures too. Also, New York Fashion Week.
Mm-hmm.
It's happening this year.
Woo!
In September for me. It'll be my first time. So I'm really excited about that.
That's amazing. And
then I've also gotten to film. I've had 2 placements so far with garments and full-length feature films. Yeah, it's so cool.
Yeah.
It's so cool. And then I also have a position as a wardrobe director in a film that we will be shooting in September that will be on several streaming apps. So,
September is going to be a big month.
It is a big month.
Fall is going to be a big quarter.
I got all my ducks lined up.
Wow.
Socially I've been kind of dormant, but I just been working.
Yeah.
At the end of the year last year wasn't great, but I'm ready to take the blows and keep on going on.
Could you? I think because we're going to be speaking to like so many other creatives that you've been in this for a while. Like you've been doing the process. You have had a show previously. You've made numerous garments. You've now become extremely well known within the Seattle area. Like for those that are starting out, or like maybe they just hit their first hiccup. Like, can you speak on how where you were at? I've processed through not liking the collection, decided to call it. Like, what does that look like? And can you give any advice to upcoming creatives?
Yeah. So the first thing I want to say is to never stop. And I know that sounds cliche, but just literally don't stop. Mm-hmm. Throughout the entire process of what I would say a stumble, I just continue to make garments. Mm-hmm. Even before the show, just continue to make things, continue to network, mm-hmm. continue to expand yourself, your mind, and everything, because there's no blueprint, there's no road to take. Everything is at your fingertips, and you just gotta keep working.
And tell us about what you have on.
Yes.
This is from fall collection of streetwear. I'm using a knit material, kind of a sweater material for trimmings, and this is actually a poly suede material.
Oh.
So, like I said, it's streetwear, something to hang out in, lounge around in. Like I said, I always want to put a little bit of luxury if you can just chill it. But be looking for crew necks, full zip jackets, joggers, things like that. When Hannah said this is the jacket, this is the jacket I had on when I caught her attention. I call this a royal bomber. It's kind of become my thing. I was always lining with some type of velvet, give it that luxury feel. My pockets are always lined with purple velvet as well. So your hands get the luxurious feel in there as well. And then it's the jacquard embroidery sleeves. actually have making one right now for a client with a different material, with a different pattern here. But I think Royal Bombers are going to be a staple for the brand.
So what is this material?
This is actually vinyl.
Really?
Yes, I got it from Pacific Fabrics out here in Seattle, and it was a home decor fabric. But I look at everything because you never know, and it was on a clearance because no one was buying it, and I was like, that looks like a body of a jacket. As soon as I saw it, and I already had this in my hand, so it came together really well.
Wow, you really have an eye. That is amazing. Do you mind if I...
Go ahead.
Now you make these custom.
I do.
I know. What does a jacket like this go for?
These are currently going for $400.
That's respectable.
Yeah, $400.
Yes.
This is the first one too, so this one has a special place in my heart.
That one might stay. No, they really do.
It's crazy. This is my first one. Now I figured out how to put those pockets inside of it now, so they don't poke out. I'm getting better. I'm going to get better with every piece. Every piece. Cool story behind this one. I made this dress for my girlfriend on our first date.
That is so precious. Oh my gosh.
I made it with the kind of larger oversized sleeve here, fitted sleeve here. It was a fashion show for Pride Fashion Week, and I wanted to impress, so I made her this beautiful dress, and we went and enjoyed the show.
Did she know that you were making it?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Oh
so
yeah.
You did like all the measurements and everything.
Mm-hmm.
And so you guys waited to go on this first date until the dress was ready.
Of course.
That's so special.
Mm-hmm. So this was they were definitely gonna keep this one for keepsake.
Yeah,
she's awesome.
It's beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Thank you. Okay. What's next?
This one's OG, isn't it?
It's newer.
Oh.
So
So
my thing right now is the large pleated sleeves. I've been using plaid print, gingham print, I should say. And I've also been using two different consistencies of the print, two different sizes. This one I didn't do it on this one. But why I use gingham is because I feel gingham is very classic. It's a very classic look.
Yeah.
And I wanna give gingham a very classic, luxurious look. So I've been playing with that, and I've been accenting certain garments with it, and it's been seen in quite a few of the garments that I've made so far.
Yeah.
Beautiful. What is this?
I have no idea. I just saw it and I was like, it's super cool.
Gorgeous fabric.
Yes. I have a dress made out of this.
I've never seen someone make gingham glam before.
Gingham glam. I like that. And I feel like there was a challenge there, but I feel like I'm doing well in expressing what I'm trying to say with it.
Yeah.
The pleats make it, I think, honest. Like that's what makes it just a little more, luxurious.
Now, does anyone inspire you? That's something that I was going to ask you earlier.
I design as I cut and as I sew. So I can say that I do admire Alexander McQueen and Siriano as far as designers. And I'm sure there's some type of influence in there. But I haven't really put too much thought in like certain things of if this particular designer or person is a direct influence on this that I made. But I'm sure it's sprinkled in there some way. Yeah. Because say Alexander is very avant-garde and very pushing, likes to push the envelope, his brand, and Siriano is very elegant. I am influenced by Audrey Hepburn.
Right.
So I always describe my brand as a combination of Audrey Hepburn and Rihanna. So I want to give a lot of class femininity with the edgy femininity as well.
I love that.
Great combination.
Cool. Shall we?
Yes.
All right.
Continue.
So as you see this suede material again, as I am adorning this on my upper torso here. This will just be the pants for it. Go ahead and feel that.
Wow. Yes, now I see what you mean by luxury with every piece. That is gorgeous. I love that.
It's so soft.
Go ahead.
I love the colors too.
Mm-hmm.
I want one of these.
I always love to hear that.
So good. Oh, this looks so comfortable.
What's that? Light blue? Okay. I can see this in a powder blue for you.
Beautiful.
Okay.
I would pay for that.
Whole
Absolutely.
gold.
With gold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Keep talking nice to me. You might get one. All right. And the final piece I brought today is a skirt I honestly just made yesterday.
What?
It's for a client in Portland. She is amazing. She's very fashionable. We talked. My brand is pretty much screams her style. So we talked about a few things. I'm also creating a royal bomber for her at the moment to complement this because I feel like this could be worn with heels, but you can also wear with sneakers.
Yes.
So everything I'm making is going to be very convertible. So you can kind of wear it to many different occasions.
I love this fabric. I appreciate it. Well, thank you so much for being here. It was such an honor to have you. It's been a long time coming. And we're excited to see what you bring for this year in September, especially New York Fashion Week. You better be watching this now. Christy, what do we have going on for the rest of this project?
Honestly, there's a lot. Like, you guys are going to see us pretty much everywhere. We're trying to take over Seattle, one brand, one designer at a time, and uncovering the low-key fashion scene that we have here. So expect to see more people, to hear from more brands, more designers, and of course, if you like the content that you see, subscribe.
Download, follow, all the good things. Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you.